Hi everyone and welcome to the introduction of the new WHS module. Just to introduce myself, my name is Jackie and I'm one of the Client Experience Officers here at enableHR. The agenda for today will be the background of the WHS module. I'll be then heading onto the system and showing you the workflow overview, the tab overview, the connection with employee self-service, the new reports available, and lastly the key resources and release information. Let's start with the background of the WHS module. Historically, the WHS module in enableHR has managed hazard and incident records, assisted with employees returning to work, recording consultations, and storing any existing WHS policies and procedures. The system was geared towards managing reactive behavior, where users would generally only use the system if something had occurred, like a hazard being identified or an incident occurring. With the new WHS module, we have invested in a deeper solution that will help organizations to proactively lead, manage, and engage on safety. We have provided a policy framework that will ensure that any organization using the system can follow best practice approach regarding WHS. For those organizations who have existing WHS policies, this can be used as a litmus test to ensure that you are continually reviewing these policies and ensuring that they are current and up to date. We have created a new register functionality that allows organizations to record key data within the system. This allows them to tie it with their hazards and incidents as well. There are also new reports available to assist organizations with gaining a historic view of their work health and safety system. Let's now jump into the system and start with the overview of the new workflow structure. You will see that there are 3 new workflows in the module: lead safety, manage safety, and engage on safety. Starting with lead safety, the checklists in lead safety guide organizations through the steps to set up the workplace health and safety system. This includes creating their organizational health and safety documents and setting up all of the relevant plans. The first checklist in the workflow is the Setting Up Workplace Health and Safety Policies and Procedures checklist. This checklist guides users through the process of setting up all the required policies, procedures, and templates. This checklist is comprehensive and will require some time to be completed. It is the foundation of the core setup of the module. There are prompts within the checklist that allows users to initiate other checklists in this workflow. The other checklists that are available is the Officer Due Diligence checklist that allows organizations to identify the officers within the organization and discuss with those officers the duty and responsibility they will need to manage. We have also made it easy to select people who are the officers in the organization so you can record an audit for later. The Emergency Management Plan is creating emergency plans for all relevant locations and sites. A Health and Safety Management Plan to assist and identify objectives, targets, and KPIs. The Volunteer Management Plan for organizations with volunteers in the workforce. And a checklist to assist in setting up health and safety reps, work groups, and health and safety committees. The checklist in the Managed Safety workflow guide organizations through operational safety management processes. These processes include managing individual risk or hazards, managing incidents, managing employees who return to work as a result of an injury, undertaking periodic risk register reviews, managing issue resolution processes, and managing any required health monitoring. The checklist contained in Engage on Safety workflow guide organizations through best practice health and safety inductions for their workers and assist organizations to manage consultations with their workers and other PCBUs on safety matters. Moving down the screen, we are going to have a look at the new tabs and their functionality. You will see a key change within the system that was introduced in other parts of enableHR last year. This change is the new mobile icon that is shown in some of the tabs to show you and identify that this tab is shown in Employee Self-Service. Now, starting from left to right, the Incident tab contains incidents that are reported. Each is created as an individual record. Incidents can be reported through ESS or enableHR. Similar with the Hazards tab, hazards or risk are contained within this tab. Hazards and risks are shown under this tab and can be created through ESS and enableHR. The risk register is viewable in enableHR and employee self-service as well. It is designed to be an aggregated view of all the risk in the organization that has come about as a result of a hazard or risk that has been notified or an incident or near miss that has occurred. Any event that has happened in these areas will be recorded in the risk register. With the risk, we can capture all the key information that organizations are able to share with their workforce to have clear visibility and transparency. The Consultation tab stores any consultations that have been created. Organizations are required to consult on safety matters with their workers and other PCBUs. The tabs under WHS Resources are intended to provide users access to overarching documents and templates to assist in setting up the organization's workplace health and safety system. These are reference tabs with links to external websites to provide any other guidance required. Like other modules with enableHR, we have a templates area where we have provided templates for certain activities. In addition to these templates, there are some 50+ documents, procedures, policies, plans, and guidelines that organizations create as organizations work through the workflow in the module. Our WHS Documents tab is a central document storage area for all of the WHS system documents. It is broken into 4 sections: Lead and Plan Safety, Manage Safety, Engage on Safety, and Audit and Measure Safety. Each has a number of sub-tabs where organizations can either upload their current documentation or organizations can be guided through the process to create various policies, procedures, plans, and guidelines. Another key area around providing access to their people of key information is the registers area. This new functionality is used as a way to capture a list of items and record information about key safety matters or events. With the registers, organizations have the option to create these register items individually in enableHR or pre-build a library from industry guidance and import the library items into enableHR through account settings. The Injury Management and Return to Work tab stores any injury management and return to work checklists that have been created. Other parties was previously labeled as other people. This provides the ability to create a file for other parties who may have been involved in the safety event. For example, an incident that may have occurred. If the party is not employed or contracted by the organization, you can then put their information into this tab. Jumping into Employee Self-Service, I'm now going to show the connection with the new Work Health and Safety module. Under the Safety menu, employees have the ability to report hazards, risk, or incidents. They can view any hazard, risk, or incident that was reported by them so they can track the closure and resolution of the item. The ESS user also has access to emergency plans, guides and procedures, various registers including risk register, health and safety meeting reports, and safety meetings. Under the My Organization menu, employees have access to safety policies and WHS policies. Given the visibility to the workforce, it is recommended that organizations spend time setting up all the required policies, procedures, and guidelines so that they are accessible to all the ESS users. Using the Setting Up Workplace Health and Safety Policy and Procedures checklist in the Lead Safety workflow will assist organizations in completing this. Returning to enableHR, I'm now going to show you the new reports that are available. In the reporting section on the left-hand side, there are now 6 new reports available under the WHS Management section. Each of these reports is an extract of relevant information. Users can choose to filter these reports prior to generating them to provide specific information required. Each of these reports can be generated in either HTML or CSV format. Heading up to the Dashboard drop-down menu, there is a WHS dashboard that provides a snapshot of the number of risks in the registers, number of incidents, number of hazards, and number of consultations. Each of these graphs show a specific filter that allows users to tailor what is displayed. All enableHR users will soon receive email communication in regards to the release of the new WHS module. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact the client experience team by emailing support@enablehr.com, calling our 1300 number, or messaging us through the help button. In terms of support and resources available, there are knowledge-based articles providing detail around the new module. We will be releasing more detailed webinars that will drill down into some of the new features in more detail. If you feel your organization needs further training, please do not hesitate to contact the client experience team to submit a request. Thank you for your time today, and if you do have any questions or would like to provide any feedback, please do not hesitate to contact the client experience team to discuss. Thank you again and have a great day.